This is Jones C. Edwards Stadium in Huntington, West Virginia. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Georgia State Panthers and the Marshall Thundering Herd. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Hey guys, the Panthers head coach told me pregame they are so fired up for this opportunity for their wide receiver here today. He has had one of the most productive seasons in school history, and today he can put his name at #1 in the history books with receiving touchdowns. They want to go to him early and often in the red zone. Now keep in mind, the defense knows this too, so I expect a battle back and forth. We'll see if he's able to get that record here today. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Running inside, it's Butler. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. All right, guys, let's chat about Georgia State. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Out wide right, it's Washington. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll move the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Avery. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Brown will throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to take off. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Makes the catch. It's Riles.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going for the big play. Upstairs to make the catch. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, and he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film. He has the answers to the test early in this game.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Second down to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative on this one.
Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Holds it, trying to get the corner. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun. He'll throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Draw play. It's Boston. Oh, he's got some space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10.
Ready. Match.
Sells the run, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
What a great hit by the defender, forcing the incompletion. They knew coming into this game that they were going to try to throw the football to this guy because of his speed. It's game-breaking. So everybody on defense, always aware of where he's lining up, but these safeties especially, and these linebackers are aware. If this dude's coming over the middle of the field, we are going to put a hat on him, and we are going to make him feel us, and they did it right there on that play.
To the air, it's Turner. Pulls it in, it's Culliver. Could not make his way to the corner. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds us back in the middle. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. On the draw, it's Boston. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And how about stubbornness being rewarded for this offense? Like, they gave it to him, and sometimes that will deter people when you hand it to him and he doesn't get a good gain. But, nah, stick right to it. Give him the ball again. Nice job getting the play. Nice job by this offense staying stubborn with the running game.
Makes the grab in their space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. From the red zone, it's Boston. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the 3rd down.
as they come to the line on third down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Butler. Defense all over him.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
2nd and long here. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Brown wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're working that left side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Straight ahead, it's Butler. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Panthers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Running the red zone, it's Butler. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Left side is Aver. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
He is counting his lucky stars there. So lucky that ball went out of bounds, and they're going to maintain possession because they've got to stay in field goal range at this juncture of the game in the second half. Every play matters, and moving forward, you know this guy's going to have two hands on the ball.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Knocked down immediately. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Brown will throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
They'll try it again after getting nothing on second down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to get the corner. Now the toss. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And he tacked on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Boston. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. In the backfield, it's Boston. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. To throw, it's Turner. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And the defense picks up a sack. getting the quarterback down at the 44. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Past the 45. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 7 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Fighting Irish in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm.
Makes the catch and he's free. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Marshall! That one will give them the lead.
And it's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Makes a move. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Pulls and fires complete. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Motion from the wide receiver. Hits inside. It's Butler. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Brown wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback got it himself. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. Finds his man on the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Going for 6. Touchdown, Panthers. And the upset still brewing as they answer with a score of their own. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The throw. Right side, it's Culliver. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And the offense found no success with the backward-going pass. How about a forward pass on 2nd and long? Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Moving out to the right. Holds on, it's Boston. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Paul.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his eyes down the field, right? With his speed, there's a lot of guys in his position that would have just taken off and tried to go get it with their legs, but he gave the play a chance. He allowed the routes to develop and let everybody work the scramble drill to find a big-time completion.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Quarterback changing the play. 2nd down, going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. Runs through a man. He might have some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Marshall quick to the line. Where did he go? Freeze, freeze. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man. Touchdown, Hurd! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Brown will throw it. Left side is Butler. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with mechanics. And you can tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. The run inside. It's Martin. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're...
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Snapped on fourth down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Brown wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Avery. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Martin. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He wants to throw it again. On the move. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's loose. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Brown will throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to run it. Took care of it himself. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And they're not on the same page there.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on fourth and goal. Brown wants to pass. He's going for the goal line. He was looking for the corner, and that corner could not be found. The defense sets the edge just in time to make the stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Got a man. It's Payne. Ripping through the defense. There he goes to the right. Past the 50, the 40, the 30. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
What an enormous play. The 99-yard touchdown pass. But, Palmer, when you're in that end zone and you're backed up and you could take a safety, what's going through your head?
Oh, man, your clock's going off. You know you got to get the football out quick, but I'll tell you, you're also licking your chops because you know in this area of the field, you probably have one-on-one opportunities to the outside. So if you get time and you're able to make an accurate throw, you could hit pay dirt, and they just did right there, going 99 yards to the crib.
He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Georgia State takes over as the offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. And now on second down for this offense. Brown will throw it. Stepping to the right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Wants to throw on first. Right side, it's Washington.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw again. Rush right in his face. Trying to make magic on the scramble. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Okay, so the QB scrambled, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss of the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yep, that guy.
Looking to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to the running back, and he's making plays.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Brown wants to pass. Still looking to his right. He gets it inside the 40, but he'll be stopped at the 39. Not wide enough to move the sticks, and it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Needs it here on 4th down. He unleashes a long one. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped